Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to Apollo Justice. So we're gonna continue from where we last left off. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to listen to us about the theme, please. Your attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? But Tews did tell me after what the witness the siren with his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Learn me all you want. You didn't know snatch from me. Please take a pearl lemur. Oh well, I suppose. He did find the body with me. Right, let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything. She's laying this look, and she's not munching on her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here, I could feel it. They've no hanger on, no spot and spotted. So let's see. Talk to her. Mr. Romanian Notus, was it? He was Lemur's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here? It doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with the motive to murder him. Except for one person. Of course. One person? Who? No one here might have had a motive. But she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, what's Emma's idea? I said nothing. There she goes with her munching. Always with the snacks. He's a big man, or was. I don't think even I would want to fight with him. Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. You sent a request to the Bulgarian embassy for more info on him. So they're trying to get more info of him? Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do? That's true. It was us who found the body. What? I guess that's why I missed for watching the concert. Yeah, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during the concert, and we heard the shot and entered the room. The killer was already gone. What? But that doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room? That window is a little too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. It's true. Let's see. Did I had to examine the room? Hey, there's a brooch here. Oh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma. You're not going to say, "Can I have it, please," are you? Oh. Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh. It's not healthy to envy the young Emma. It's not about envy. It's about tampering with the evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humor. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Yeah, it does look familiar. Okay, let's see. Another ladder. Actually, it's technically a stepladder. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. I'm less worried about the stepladder and more worried about why it's there. Why is the ladder there? Well, to climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling? It just says it's a stepladder. Hell, hey, he's still there. Why are they leaving him in there anyways? Let me Just something real quick. There we go. I'm gonna examine this gun here. Even the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? That's right. A big 45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. I didn't. Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackaroos when it happened. I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right? That's true. That's the body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Go ahead, Apollo. You first. Me? No, you should go first, Tracy, really. Will you two stop bickering and get over here? She's munching on snackaroos again. I hope she's not too annoyed. Apollo, look his hand. This hand. He's holding something. Hey, no touching! You can throw all the snacks at me you like, Emma. But sooner or later, you're gonna run out of them. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by the scene. Let's take a look. See there? He's holding something. What is this? A key ring? You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What unusual key ring? And what unusual keys? One of them looks like a guitar. Let's take a little closer look. Yeah, it looks like a guitar-shaped key. What an interesting key. This should be a vital clue. Keyring added to the court record. Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about it. Red Step than I do, yep. Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? A big stain here. Sorry. I can't come on anything not scientifically relevant. I'm a forensic scientist after all. Self-styled one too, at least. I clipped that because I wanted to see what she would say about the keys. So this is the murder weapon. This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair, tell us. It's just something about this revolver seems strange. Strange. Talk to her about it. What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. Right, the 45 caliber. It makes one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry this gun this big. Really? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill such a close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem. There's another thing about gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter. strain? Yeah, say if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. Ouch! It's like the shooter is a victim too. Yet the killer used his revolver and quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting a high caliber weapon? Well, that's about it. I think we looked at just about everything there is. I guess you're right. I know how you're feeling. It is hard to know when to stop, but anything more involved I had to wait until the squad gets here. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here until I get back? Huh? Actually we have... Great, thanks. She left. What did we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Great, now how am I supposed to investigate? Oh well, I guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Huh? Go? Time to waste in, Apollo. We got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but... on second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will. Let's go. Whoa. Eh? Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious. He looks suspiciously suspicious. What is it with today? Problem after problem. You ain't kidding. It's the two leading members of the numbers, Apollo. I can't even know how to pronounce the name, good God. And Darren on the guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Cliver as anything but prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I bet. My hog won't start. My case is busted. My guitar has been burnt to a crisp and top it all off, someone dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame it on me. You're the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss the cue? How can I conceivably get the most important part of the song wrong? How? And what was that? All that tinny playing of yours? Who you calling tinny? Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in the musical direction bands are always splitting up over. This is hardly the time. What are you two doing here? Hiya? We're just discussing the investigation if you don't mind. Sorry. Wait. You were what? Listen. You need to confirm that with the Republic of Bulgaria detective present. Right? Anything else? What did you just tell him? Detective? Greetings. Oh my god, his hair! They're interested. Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Hello? Criminal Affairs? Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Kidamers, do you? Do you? Something tells me that's about to be remedied. Oh god. About the crime? Which crime do you mean? The murder, what else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a bit of a hit parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case. Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Deltus than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, huh? While we were in the middle of the performance, no less? Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to the Frelon detective. Won't want to step on her toes. They're not exactly the best buddies, are they? They are. They sure do sound like they're not best buds or anything. Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We have already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We may be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found? May never know. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert not know about the good nevers? Is that surprising? Why even our ancestors knew nothing about America's existence once? I know America exists. The Gunnivers aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The real police. By day they pack heat, but by night they heat up the stage. By day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 years hard time for love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole, and my boyfriend is the prosecution's witness. The list of hits goes on and on. This here's my right-hand man, Stern Crescend. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And that hair, though. And this guy a bit of a perfectionist. When the performance goes at least a bit wrong, he goes into this funk, just like today. I hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than the ruined concert. The concert today? A disaster. I get to the bottom of this and we'll see who missed the cue. The missed cue. They were arguing about that before. Great, I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. What the missed cue? What's this missed cue you keep talking about? Oh, you heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually I didn't notice anything. See? No amateur is going to pick up on that! Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board? We used it to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we come this far, might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. This is but one of the devices used in recording. We have a 5-part band that is this lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Wow, neat. So, could you say here only the jump part? Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of his missed kill tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who killed people. You might help on the case, then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section of a song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen. Was something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again closely. Ah, the timing's a little off, isn't it? You see? There, right at the most important part. And even amateur can hear it. An amateur with a boxing missing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right. Amateur, will you prove my point? Huh, me? You will find the missing clue. You'll tell us which instrument, which part is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with L, the left one, up and down to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopefully bungled the cube with. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo. That's true. You gotta try. I guess. I'll admit, this kind of looks fun. First, a truck review. Use the left analog to go up and down and adjust the part's volume. Jump to another section of the song with L1 and R1. And use to go left or right. Right? Got it. Once you've found the guilty part, press triangle and point it out. Time to rock. Okay, let's see. We have to look at this thing here. Basically, I remember it being 2.
Take that!
Part sounds a little off. Let's see. Your forehead, yes? Let me guess. You got a D in high school chorus, did you? How do you know? The part's profession, absolute profession. Bet all the royalty from my last Platinum 7 album. On it. The guilty party is... Yeah, I know, you sold the Brazilian records. Focus, Apollo. I'll cheer you on. Actually, it's probably better if you stay quiet. This part is off. Which is that? Second to car. Ah. It was you, Darren. Oh well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. And that hair. Well, is that all you have to say? That kind of attitude lets killers watch free, Darren. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts that can't be bad. I still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That doesn't look familiar. Familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring. I've been looking all over for it. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it. Apollo! How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks. Anyway. So, where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? The victim, you mean Mr. Latouche had my keys? Indeed. Well, when will my child be over? Speaking of childs, I never heard Mr. Gavin whine and curt like he had been today. Emma's right about the fop, I'll give her that. Apollo? Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help? Tell us about your trouble today. I really don't think that's... Tell us. And we'll keep mum about the king ring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Fräulein? Something about something? You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting? And something about your guitar case being busted? You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. It all happened this morning. It was all this keyring fault. The keyring. It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and my keys on my guitar case. It's always good to have all your keys in one place. Makes it easier to find. Wait, so this key ring, it disappeared. I thought I put it in my jacket pocket. Pastor Gavin's key ring disappeared. I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one. Up in flames. And right on stage too. I actually thought it was part of the show. Crazy. And to top it all off, Mr. Latus's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped key ring gets stolen. Then the very expensive guitar goes flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latus dies. Yes, and? Could it all really be just a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning... Darren, can you make any sense of this? Hey, don't go looking at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. It's really smart. It could be all planned. You aren't thinking of what I think you're thinking. Are you, Frelin? I am. What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's trouble today? Well... I just have to look at this here real quick. You know, something was bugging me too. The keyring and the guitar and the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up, you're bad. If you're bad, you're as clueless as I am. Huh? No, give Air 4 Hit a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection. Shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto. Come on, let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles?
Take that!
This is, isn't it? Lyric sheet? The guitar serenade? What that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the Frelin hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles! Maybe it was a coincidence. Or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Frelin? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyric to the song. What? No way! Look, just think about it. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin, let's just list them in the order they occurred while reading this lyric sheet. First, the keyring was stolen. Not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. And he stole away the keys my heart held on so tight. That's the heart holding keys. Next, his guitar burst into flame. Burning on my heart, fire burning my love away. And when Mr. Latus was killed, like a bullet of love, fire take my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that happened today here, this song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. But who could go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Frelin. She looked pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime. Clever? Seems like a bit more coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident. Yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think it was unconnected. It's true. Prosecutor Gavin said Thomas collected the lever. So the criminal matched the action to the lyrics? It sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? Yeah, why would anyone want to do that? Well, we think about that. I'm gonna get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Bulgarian embassy about this, Mr. Latos. Alright, thanks, Darren. Leave the pondering of mystery to you. I'm out of here. I can't get over that man's hair. Whoever thought of his hair? A foreign national, Mr. Latos, was killed. Seems like that would have been the point of all this. To lift not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in courtroom. I have had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to themselves, yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're gonna get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lemmer to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where she is now? I had her go in my dressing room. With that pianist, Machi, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latus's sudden passing. To Lemmer's dressing room. Got it. I guess we're moving to the dressing room. Oh, here he is again! Eek! Who's there? There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy? You know, he did sort of look familiar. So he is a friend of yours? No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Go to the dressing room here, shall we? What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latus has died. You speak? I mean, you speak English? Yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Bulgaria. But I'm not Bulgarian by birth. But wasn't Mr. Latus your interpreter? Yes, well. It was Mr. Latus's idea. He thought that would add to the mystery, you see? Then your pianist is also? No, Machi is Bulgarian. He does not speak English. Now please tell me. What has happened to Mr. Latus? Why did he? Actually, Mr. Latus was Trucy. Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said, not a word? But Mr. Latus is Lemmer's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I suspect. We all have been told to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling. I'm sorry. We're trying to figure out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course, I'm always willing to help. She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this line. I like her. What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone. What seemed to be the problem? He is not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Of course. Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about? The Republic of Bulgaria. That's Northern Europe, right? I never even heard of it. I started out singing in a restaurant, and the producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say. You know, my daddy plays in a piano in a restaurant. Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. You're not from Bulgaria originally? Were you born here? Well... Oh, is that supposed to be a secret? Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Ah, yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. I'm almost not to speak of anything but Bulgarian in public. Image and Pertin, I guess. She's not all image though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound. A painter in what? She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to music beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs and all the time in my stage acts. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Trucy. This landscape painter in sound too is an image. Yet without it, my song cannot be so widely heard. They even call you the siren of the ballad, right? Yes, in Bulgarian. I mean the siren. I fear that perhaps already I'm not the siren I was. Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. I met him while singing in the restaurants in Bulgaria. He's an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. So he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale almost. I notice he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. At first I hesitated to drag him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He's never left Bulgaria before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I get together. Lemur. Together always. Don't talk about Mr. Latouche. Mr. Latouche was my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come. I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter, even though you speak English? Yes, but we're to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one, so I fear that may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Bulgaria too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him, and now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he had died. I'm sorry. Professor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. But the Latouche, he was the talented man. The siren of ballad. With that phrase. That phrase was his idea, you know. I'm happy for him that it had become so well known. The siren. That's what I meant. He meant, huh? Apollo? You are the siren, right, Lemur? That's the meaning of my name in Bulgarian, yes. It was my name my producer gave me. But why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean, important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Okay, let's see. Siren. It turned out that's a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. The last words. He said siren? Really? I was the only one there to hear it. But I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Latus said that? Asked the witness? And you're the siren lemur. Did you see what happened? Maya asked, are you with the police? No. I'm a defense attorney. An attorney. Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave investigating the police, I think. But I'm sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us? I believe her through here. I believe so. Okay, let's examine these things here. Look, it's a postcard of learn more. Why are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. That must be her native tongue, Bulgarian. A landscape painter in sound. This is how it would translate roughly. Please take one. A landscape painter in sound. That's a nice image. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch? Yes, it may be mine. Yours? I was wearing a brooch earlier, see? And must have lost it. Well, that explained the brooch we found. It was hers. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belonged to her. That begs the question. Is something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing in the crime scene? Yeah, what was it doing there anyways? Whoa, who's there now? It's you. Where were you? Emma. Is something wrong? She looked grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. It's all your fault, you know. Oops, maybe this was about us leaving the crime scene. What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body, stupid. What else? Eh? Mr. Latus's body had disappeared. What? That's why she had them stay in there. I don't blame her for being upset. She did specifically tell them to watch over the room. Prosecutor Gavin, from your vacance there, I gather you heard the news? I heard Mr. Latus's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. Yep, it's gone. Fight the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the method. There's no need for alarm, Frelin Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Well, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Latus's body just disappear? Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching. Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darren? See, Gitter's gone missing. I was in the dressing room. Gitter? Who's Gitter? That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen? That hasn't been a good day for guitars and Gitters. Guitars and Gitters. Okay, body first, then the guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Gitter's like a missing person, not lost and found man. I guess we have to go to the stage now. Whoops. Not meaning to let that one. Whoa. Well, something different. Does something seem different to you, Apollo? Something definitely different here. Let's check it out. That stage there must have been lowered before. That's the tower that Lemur but Prosecutor Gavin were singing on. Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder against the wall? We could use that to take a look up on top. Maybe we should go get Emma. What are you talking about? We have to see the sort of things are for ourselves. Not good with that. Me neither, Apollo. Me neither. Stop whining and start climbing. It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 15 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there. Ah! We found two things that we were looking for. One thing we never expect to find. The kid and Mr. Latouche. The body, the guitar in the hand, and the pianist. That is not a good sign. Well, the concert last night sure went south in a hurry. No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Momini and Latouche. I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible. I guess they had proof of some kind. But proof could possibly prove that. Morning. Prosecutor Gavin? Well, Naya. I apologize for being so upset. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? So don't look at him like it's his fault either. It's tough for me too. We performed together that night after all, yet the powers that be say that given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What do you mean, the circumstances? She was invited for Bulgarian as ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that the case would be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that want, really. Well, those are circumstances, alright. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect? Air forehead? You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Alright. I think this is side of prosecutor. I like the side of Prosecutor Gavin better. Me too. I like him being all smiles. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case, especially not the defense attorney. What? Did you just say me, the defense attorney? That's why I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. He? You mean Machi? Machi wants me? This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. Right. Good luck. I'm off to crush and learn more. Right. Later. I hope I'm up to this. Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible. You said that already. Machi, everything's gonna be okay. We're here for you. Hi, maybe you could tell us about last night? Huh? He looked scared. Poor thing. That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far away from everything he'd ever known. Maybe Lemur can help? But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Well, what are we going to do? That's, a good question. I can't think of anything we can do but deal with this. And hope for the best at the child tomorrow. Poor thing, he looks so scared. Poor guy. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below. and subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye, guys.